Hello, I'm Maria McErlane. This gorgeous hunk next to me is James Martin, and this is Food for Lovers. I like to embarrass him. Look,
Yes.
la, 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 la.
You do
You
that
see
quite
how
regularly.
warm and loving we are in the kitchen, and that's what Food for Lovers is all about. And we're going to show you some wonderful stuff today, aren't we? With the help of today's guest, who is the actor Jonathon Morris.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Complete with red trousers.
Very, very good.
How you doing,
How you doing? Smashing, thanks.
Nice to see you.
Yep, and you?
Very nice red trousers you're wearing. Now, you don't cook. You were telling me earlier you don't really cook.
No, I've never been I mean, I think it's horses for courses, isn't it? I mean, I can do other things. I'm quite a good ballet dancer, actually.
Well,
ballet?
I'm not very, no, my frame doesn't sort of lend me to do ballet. Really.
Well, I feel the
don't
same
know.
about cooking. My frame, it just doesn't...
What, 6'3" and 16 stone doing
You
ballet?
could be the one holding people. You could be the one doing like,
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
No, possibly not, no.
Well, I'm not actually. I'm not the shape for a prima ballerina either. Now, what are you going to cook for Jonathon?
We're going to do a delice of passion fruit, which is a passion fruit mousse, which tastes absolutely
Is that what delice
divine.
means?
Yes, delice means, it's a French term, delice de cassis, which is a
speak
black
French?
currant.
Little bit, yeah. It's
Mousse.
delicious.
Yeah, but it's fabulous, and we flavour that with vodka.
Ah.
Yes, your favourite, actually. An
sounds
alcohol
lovely,
that doesn't taste of anything. That's
Yeah,
Maria's sort of.
So no one knows.
Yes, vodka. So we're
When
going
you
to
go and buy the papers in the morning, no one knows that you've had a tipple.
vodka and passion
Joking.
fruit.
Okay, and in the meantime, I am going to make a cocktail.
You are, which is a non-alcoholic one, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
Non-alcoholic
Yeah, I've got my
cocktail.
vodka over here, and you
What
just.
is the point of that? Okay, this is a Shirley Temple, hence the no alcohol. So, I'm going to just, all it is a
Do you
very...
want vodka?
Well, let's just try it first.
Okay.
Let's just see how we go.
I think that's a yes. Then.
We're road testing cocktails, so we've obviously got to...
I'll put it there, near.
Okay, so this is just grenadine, which is not alcoholic, is it?
No,
at all?
no, it's like a berry.
Yes, like
syrup.
a sort of
It's fabulous stuff.
very rich.
It's quite
And-
sweet though.
Yes, and lemonade.
And that's it.
That's it. That's the Shirley Temple. What she had on the Good Ship Lollipop.
Is that right?
No, I just made that up. Very good. I'm going to, I can see I'm going to enjoy having you as a guest, Jonathon. Really? No.
I like, pieces of information like that.
Yeah.
Like trivia, like that.
Yeah.
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 Well, you can pretend it's true. Sorry.
So
I will now tell
Do you want
everybody
it-
for
do
the
you
next
want
2
the
years.
Thank you. There we are. And here's yours, Jonathon.
Merci. Delice.
Shirley Temple.
I think it's gorgeous. I like that.
You like that?
I do, yeah.
You see, so we're getting a thumbs up from Jonathon,
Yeah.
but to my mind, that is sweet, sickly,
I can imagine giving that
and
to
has
guests when
no
they come in.
punch at all.
Yeah.
Very much like Shirley Temple was. So James has just done the very, very good thing then,
Still
added some
tastes
vodka.
nothing. Go on.
Did you put vodka in it then? What, you dislike it that much? I think it's great.
I think it's too sickly and sweet.
It is quite sickly and sweet, but
Okay.
to start the night off, it's okay.
Yeah?
That's all
What
right.
would you
Yeah.
go on to after that? A snowball?
Yeah.
You mad, crazy thing?
A Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand. I don't want to ask what's in that, because I think she's very litigious. Okay, we'll leave you to it, shall we?
Yeah, I'm not sort of overly impressed on that drink, really. But
No,
anyway,
I
back
don't-
over here. We're going to do our quick sort of dessert, which is pretty straightforward. Now, like all mousses and all sort of delices like this, delice de cassis, which is black currant. This is passion fruit. You always start off with a base sort of anglaise, which we have in here. So you put the pulp, whatever flavour you want to do. So we've got some passion fruit pulp in there. Now you can buy this in supermarkets now.
What,
Which
passion
is
fruit pulp?
Passion fruit pulp, which is like a more like a juice really, but it's a thickened juice. You can buy it in most places. A little bit of milk we pop in there. Some milk powder. Put that in there. Sugar, a little bit of caster sugar. That can go in. And then you take a vanilla pod and we just split this vanilla pod open like that. Now I've said this before, when you're buying vanilla, get the bourbon vanilla pod. It's not actually a trade name, it's actually a type of vanilla. It's
Can I
a
buy
much-
that in supermarkets?
You can buy it in some supermarkets, sell bourbon. No.
See, I think there's a programme here in Supermarket Challenge, because
There is.
all the things that you say you can buy, I'm sure I wouldn't be able to get.
Well, bourbon vanilla, that's it. If you can work with it, in like a if you're near a delicatessen or a good quality, high quality food shop, they do sell bourbon vanilla.
And passion fruit pulp.
We sell bourbon vanilla in my little delicatessen.
Nice plug there for your delicatessen.
We do passion fruit pulp as well, so, which is equally fantastic. Organic as well, which is good stuff.
I know it does mean quite a long journey to Winchester for people.
It is true. But
Come for your delicatessen.
It is worth it. So we just literally bring this to the boil, and then in here I've got 5 egg yolks, which I'm actually going to mix together. And we literally, once this boils, we then pour our syrup, or rather our passion fruit pulp mixture, once it's boiled, onto our eggs. So we're just making like a normal anglaise, really. Hence we do a normal sort of egg custard sauce. So once that's boiling, which is nearly there now, just there, we then pour our mixture onto our eggs, like that. Mix our eggs together, and then pour it back into the pan. Now if you put it back into the pan instantly, the residual heat from the actual pan should thicken the sauce, which it is doing. So you just thicken and cook the eggs straight away. At that point, what we can do is pop the gelatine. Now I've got here a little bit of gelatine, which you can get vegetarian gelatine now. But these are just gelatine leaves, which need to be soaked.
How long do you have to soak gelatine leaves for?
Oh, literally 5 minutes, no more than that. But remember, soak it in cold water. Don't do what Granny did and soak it in hot water.
Why? What happens then?
They all dissolve. And then you end up with nothing, just a bowl of water.
With gelatine in?
Yeah, no. The gelatine actually dissolves into the water if it's hot.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cold water. Throw in the gelatine into there, mix that together, and it all starts to dissolve into our hot liquid, like that. And then all we do is pass this through a sieve. There you go. Pop it through a sieve.
So is all the gelatin gone then now?
It's all dissolved into the liquid.
Very good, very quick.
Yeah, just dissolve straight away. Get rid of our vanilla pod. Of course, you can keep this vanilla pod and just pop it into some sugar. You end up with
flavour
vanilla
your sugar.
For coffee. Fantastic for coffee. Then what we do is allow this to cool down. And I've just popped this into a little bain-marie of ice, which is just ice and water. Allowing it to cool down and just to thicken up slightly. It will thicken up. We'll just flavour that with a little bit of vodka, which is your favourite, just a touch. Allow that to cool down.
When you say flavour it with vodka, vodka has no flavour.
Just adds to the flavour. Adds to the flavour. Vodka has no flavour.
Never tell me I'm not listening.
And then
always listening, James. Check it.
A little bit of cream. We're going to fold that through with some egg whites, some meringue. And then just quickly onto our sponge, which we've got here. I'm just going to show you how to actually just soak our little sponge. I've got some pulp of passion fruit, a little bit of stock syrup, which we've used in the past, which is the sugar and water brought to the boil and then allowed to cool. Some vodka again.
Oh, you're going mad with this vodka.
Just a little bit.
Good job, we've got a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Yeah, and then we soak our sponge, which you can buy these sponges in supermarkets now. Trust me, you can. And then we just literally soak our sponge, and when our mousse is ready, I'll call you over and we'll build this up together. Simple as that.
We'll have a little chat then with our Shirley Temple, which you like.
Shirley Temple.
You're giving it that.
Yeah.
It matches very nicely with your trousers.
It does, doesn't it?
And these trousers are from LA. You bought them in LA.
Los Angeles, man.
Because of course you've just come back. You've just been promoting your film. You've just done a big film, haven't you?
Yeah. It's called The Fantasticks, and it's a musical directed by a man called Michael Ritchie and edited by Francis Ford Coppola.
Wow.
And it's a fantasy musical. So I've been out promoting that for quite a long time, and I've been.
Is that an American film or a British film?
It's American, yeah. MGMUA.
Wow.
I've actually done a series of other films there as well. I've actually worked there quite a lot. They're vampire films.
Right.
So called Subspecies and Vampire Journals.
So have you been spending a lot of time in LA then? Obviously filming there.
Well, I have my whole life spent a lot of time there. I absolutely love it. I love going there. Not particularly for the work. I just really like the people.
Yeah.
To get away from, what we have here. It's just something. I'm a great traveller. To be honest, I'm a great traveller. Work doesn't come first. Travel comes first.
But in LA, I mean, the kind of story is that everyone's sort of airheads and all look the same and bimbos and la la.
Well, certainly that could be true of perhaps the artistic quarters, as you call it, because they're all fighting over each other to get somewhere, and there isn't much depth to some of the talent. But there's millions of other people that live in LA that have nothing to do with the industry. And they come from all over the world. Because
I always would think, that LA is entirely the kind of showbiz industry and that's all.
Oh, absolutely not.
A car park attendant has a script for you to read, etc., etc.
Well, that happens. My name's Johnny, there's your burger. And, I'm also a DJ and
an actor.
If you want to look at my website. But there are lots of other people who are fascinating from all over the world. And you can. It's the most bohemian place I've ever been to, where you can actually go to a party, have a cocktail, and meet a lady from Russia or somewhere and start, singing Russian ballads when she's had a drink, and that's great. And that's what I love about it. The conversation's great.
And obviously, because you were in the Fantasticks, it's quite a physical part, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've always kept very, very fit anyway through dance and a little bit of sports, but I got very fit for that. I mean, I fence, I do acrobatics in it. It's a musical as well. I had to sing. Singing keeps you very fit. People don't realise.
It's quite hard work.
Especially if you're in a live musical, not so much in a movie. But we actually sang live on the set through an earpiece, which has never been done before.
Wow.
And they've used 80% of the live takes.
Because normally it's all dubbed, isn't it, afterwards?
Yeah, well, normally done before. So you lip sync.
Oh, yes, is it?
Actually mime along. So it's been a fantastic experience.
And will that be coming out here?
Yeah, it's out now and it's in the States and it's doing very, very well.
And when released for this country?
I don't know. I'm actually going to be going back in a week's time, and I'll probably find out more then. People don't tell actors very much, even when they're in something.
Right,
You're always the last to find out. It's the same for you, I'm sure.
How's your cooking going over there, James?
Not doing too bad. I'm just allowing this mixture to sort of cool down before I fold into sort of my cream and our lovely meringue mixture. Top it onto our sponge. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that after the break. John is in a minute. Hello and welcome back to me. Still mixing. This is just about ready now. It's just sort of half set, this lovely anglaise and passion fruit mixture that we've made. Then what I'm going to do is fold in a mixture of whipped double cream and whipped egg whites. So we can actually fold this in all in together. So literally, so it's low fat version. This.
You can feel your arteries hardening.
Yeah.
The very thought of it.
And some whipped egg whites. There you go. Now when we actually fold things in, a lot of people tell you to actually mess around and cut, fold into eight, do these 8-shape patterns. Chefs don't do that. You actually mix in as quick as possible. The longer you spend messing around at this stage, the more likelihood of this actually starting to split, i.e. the cream and the passion fruit mixture will actually start to set and go a little bit lumpy. So what we can do is literally just change that and do it as a whisk, mix that together, and there we have our simple mousse. Easy as that.
What do you do if it does start to split? Have to start again?
Panic. No, just get a little bit of a whisk like what I've just done and just mix it together.
All right.
Then we'll end up with a lovely mixture. Then we pour this mixture into our mould, which has been set with, the base has been set with that lovely vodka and passion fruit stock syrup mixture. There we go. That goes into our mould. And then a lot of people say get a palette knife or something just to smooth it over. Quick way of doing it is just grab the tray and let go, knock it down, it'll level itself out. There we go, simple as that.
Brilliant.
Then once we get to that stage, pop that in the fridge. That wants to go in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours to set. And to top it with this gel, which we've got here, this lovely sort of yellow jelly, orangey jelly, what we need to do is add a little bit of passion fruit pulp, some orange juice, passion fruit, and then get some of this lovely stuff, Maria's favourite stuff, gelatine, which you literally soak in cold water again. Add that to the mixture, allow it to nearly set before we actually just smother that straight over the top of our cooled sort of delice. Pop that back in the fridge, literally it only wants to be about another 20 minutes to set. Remove the ring either with a hot cloth or blowtorch. I've done this in the past with a little blowtorch around the edge. Lift off the ring and there you have a lovely passion fruit delice, and we'll garnish that with some fresh fruit. Easy as that. Back over here, we're going to do a quick sort of little dish, little snack sort of thing.
Nice, isn't it, Jonathan, that we do nothing? We just sit and watch.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
It's
Great, isn't it? Little snack here. We're going to top this with our little salsa. Now, this is a sort of dish that you could do, Jonathan. It's easy. Quick, get in late.
I love salsa.
Doddle.
Yeah.
This is literally just some chopped tomatoes. We've got here chopped tomatoes, some diced mango, some red onion, and some parsley.
Yeah.
Balsamic vinegar and olive oil. That's all it is. So we literally throw the mango into the tomatoes, throw in the onion, there we go, some balsamic vinegar, it's really to taste, really, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and then you can grab some olive oil, there we go.
There's quite a lot of olive oil in that.
Yeah, remember olive oil's not fattening.
Right.
Olive oil's not fattening, it's got good fat.
What? Not fattening?
Olive oil is the right fats, right cholesterol.
I know it might not harden your arteries, but it still makes your
Look at the
trousers,
Italians, they live a lot longer than us.
Your trousers still need to be a size bigger after eating a bit of olive oil.
It's maybe the fact that you put olive oil on your bacon sandwich.
What?
You know, bacon sandwiches.
No.
3 bacon sandwiches on a morning, it's bad.
Not true. Not true.
What did you just sprinkle on that then, James?
A little bit of black pepper and some salt.
Yeah.
And then literally you just chop up the flat leaf parsley, just roughly chopped. That all goes into our mixture there. And we just mix this together and serve that on top of our nice little toasted bruschetta. That's it.
That's the kind of food that I absolutely adore, what you're making now.
Just fresh, simple food. You can put some diced chicken, even some tuna, some fish, salmon, whatever, into there. Mix together and you end up with a lovely simple bruschetta. That's it.
Yeah. Well, bruschetta, can I just ask quickly? Yeah. I've had it in a few places, but in Romania, of all places, it seems to be like a national dish that they serve all the time on little pieces of bread.
Little piece, but it's like a little antipasta, what Italians call it, a little antipasta, which is just like a little aperitif. It's lots of small little appetisers.
Have you had it? It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, very tasty.
Which is nice. But it's lovely with cheese, I mean, this is just a little salsa. My favourite is just equal quantities of buffalo mozzarella, parmesan, lots and lots of olive oil. Oop, that's fallen off. Build it up again. Lots and lots of olive oil, salt and pepper, and whacked into the grill.
Lovely.
And then you have a wonderful, wonderful bruschetta. But it's easy.
It's one of the nicest. I was filming in Romania, doing these vampire films. It was like -10.
So are you a vampire in these films now?
Yeah, I'm 7,000 years old. I'm called Ash. Not in reality, but...
that would be good.
Used to bring this bruschetta around. It was the only thing that kept the whole company alive in the freezing cold, you know. As vampires, we used to take our teeth out and, you know, get into the bruschetta.
So did you have to have specially made teeth then, so that it would fit in, so they didn't keep coming out?
Yeah, they do a mould of your mouth, and then actually the tooth fits on with a tiny bit of glue, which you keep in. But when it gets around to meal times, you can actually eat with the meal.
Yeah, but it's easier to eat. You want to try some of that?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Well, I think I'd like to be a vampire, actually. Were you the only vampire, or were lots of vampires?
Oh, no, it's all vampire. Yeah, they're called subspecies and vampire journals. They're made out of America by Paramount, and they're just absolutely great to do. In fact, one day, I'll eat this.
Yes,
one night at 3 o'clock in the morning, all these people in the centre of Bucharest in Romania came flooding out of these nightclubs, and they saw what looked like lights and actors. And I was sat in the freezing cold I had longer hair, with teeth in, white makeup. And they thought we were American, and then one girl tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, are they making a commercial?" And I looked round and I went, "No, it's a film." And I forgot I was...
Got your teeth in?
I got my teeth in and I was a vampire.
And goth makeup on.
Goth makeup on, you know. So, as she ran.
Oh,
the
really?
two friends. Yeah, because they, you know, the Romanians still believe in the vampire myth in
I like the idea of it. No, it's a film.
Great.
Like that.
Oh.
Simple food.
Kind of food I love.
There was a real person, wasn't there, in the 15th century? Vlad Dracul.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Just bit people, according to legend.
He did what to people?
Bit people.
He bit people.
The whole thing with vampires.
What do you think of this?
Fantastic.
We like this.
You like that one? Yeah, you like that one.
Because there's not garlic in it.
No,
Why?
this is.
Vampires don't like it.
No, that's right. I need to hold.
I need
to find a mirror as well to see if your reflection appears in the mirror. I don't have my cross on today. What are you doing, James, over there?
Mate, quite simply, I'm just going to garnish our little dessert up here. I'm going to do cut one portion out for you. Now, when you're doing that, use a hot knife, which we just pop in our sink, or a warm knife. Don't wash it off, and literally just cut this straight the way through. And when you cut it, you need to clean the knife, otherwise you end up with the bit of the mousse on top of the gel. So we just literally cut that.
You end up with a bit of mousse.
Well, if you just cut through without wiping the knife, you'll end up with sort of...
You can tell he's been a pastry chef for a long
jelly
time,
on
can't you?
The mousse on top of the jelly when you cut through. So just literally pop that on our lovely serving plate like that.
Is that a presentation plate?
Presentation plate, and then we can garnish this up with a few bits of fresh fruit. I've got here some strawberries, got some red currants.
It's good actually, isn't it?
I have to say, I absolutely adore this food.
Jonathan is in seventh heaven with your salsa.
It's not really salsa, is it? It's sort of.
Yeah, it's simple sort of. Salsa is technically basically like a combination of diced ingredients or a puree of ingredients blended together. It's an association of different sort of flavours all brought together. But a fantastic little salsa as well is sort of mango, chili, mint, onions, and that's it. Just mango, fantastic with chicken and lovely with fish. But it can be anything, cheese, whatever you want, really.
And you can, well, in the States, in Mexico, they have it with breakfast, which I'm going to try definitely one day.
Do you have a house in the States?
With cooked breakfast, yeah.
You do?
Yeah, in LA.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, it's
Can I
not a
take your
house, it's
address?
the smallest flat in the world.
Is it?
But it's on Venice Beach, which is great.
Oh, fantastic. So you go roller skating on Venice Beach with all those hard bodies?
I don't do all that. I sit on the grass and look at them. No,
I bet you do, because I've seen him take his shirt off in wardrobe. Six-pack. We are talking six-pack, James.
Are we?
That's all. That's just dance.
I might have a
rollerblading.
I might have a sit-up competition with him after the show.
Okay.
Just don't do it with me.
No, you can do at least 3. I've seen you in the gym.
I can't do 3.
Apparently you have been working out there, haven't you?
Yeah, only if there's a bacon butty down by my feet.
I don't know about you. I find rowing machines are excellent.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
exercise.
yeah. Took into that.
Thank you very, very much.
That looks very nice. I like the way you've just scooped a little bit of that passion fruit out. Are you going to try some of this, Jonathan?
Yeah. James, I know I keep going on about I love travel, and that's the greatest thing with travel, not just meeting people, but the different foods, and that's why I keep mentioning it. I love influences of different countries that have crept in.
But even in America now, I mean, you can go to the States. Gone are the days where you get that sort of horrible sort of, well, you still do get the beef burger, I suppose. And we were asked, I mean, chefs were asked, they did a poll about 6 months ago, what was the thing that they thought that changed the way that we live? And you know, lots of chefs were trying, and it's instantly the burgers. The American burger has changed the way that we eat today. Sadly, but I mean, you do get fantastic food in America. I went to the States. New York's amazing, you know. There's a very famous chef called Charlie Trotter, which produces an amazing array of food.
I've got to say, I don't normally like desserts, but this is really light.
It's not sweet. It should be just.
What is it? It's not a starter, though.
No, it's little. It's not as sweet as.
It's got a lovely after-tasty kick, and I'm wondering if that's the vodka.
It's the passion.
You mean the vodka that's tasteless?
The tasteless vodka.
No, but there's a kick afterwards, after you've eaten.
Should be just the passion fruit, the juice of the passion fruit. That nice flavour.
That's really delicious.
But again, it's the base recipe that you can use again with sort of raspberries, black currants, anything like that. Cassis is also fantastic with that. But passion fruit's the traditional way of doing it, but it does taste wonderful.
I think that's your favourite, though, isn't it? Really.
It is.
He keeps coming back to that.
Absolutely love it.
Well, you've done it again, James.
Simple as that.
We are absolutely. We've got Shirley Temple, which we don't really like. We've got wonderful food. We hope you'll join us again on Food for Lovers. Thank you very much for coming in, Jonathon Morris. See you soon.
Can't contain myself. I'm so full.
Bye bye.